Yo, guys, Justin Jaynes with the 10-7. And what depressing news we just got on our live stream. And that news is Max Holloway is out with an injury. Immediately, we weren't very sure of what kind of injury this is. I did some digging, and unfortunately, Max Holloway injured his right hand when fighting Dustin Poirier. Excuse me. This is terrible, guys. Max Holloway just putting on an incredible performance against Dustin Poirier. It shot him to the top of the rankings in the UFC lightweight division, placing him at number 3. And what a storybook, finish, or a storyline we have here. Max Holloway losing to Ilia Topuria at featherweight. Now both guys going up to lightweight. Max Holloway doing what he did to Dustin Poirier, shooting him to that top 3 spot. And in my opinion, it's number 2 because they still have Islam as number 1. And obviously he's at 170 right now. So in my personal opinion, I think it should be Arman Tsarukyan, number 1 contender, then Max Holloway in the number 2 spot right here. But Ilia Topuria comes in and wins his next fight, whether it's Justin Gaethje or Arman Tsarukyan. What a great matchup we have in store for the fans. Max Holloway, losing early again at featherweight and then coming back and trying to redeem that loss. It's injuries happen, guys. I mean, when you're fighting the best in the world, as Max Holloway's done for the last 10 years, and you're constantly boxing and you have that kind of power output, especially hand injuries to boxers, this might not be a bad thing, guys. This might be a really good thing for Max Holloway, because if he's out for the rest of the year, for one, that's not very long. We're already in August. Today's I think August 3rd or August 4th. And I mean, we got September, October, November, December, and then we're already into January. So it's not like he's out that long. And, is he going to have to get surgery? Is it a small boxer's fracture? None of this has been really let out. I'm going to quote Max Holloway in the quote I saw. My right hand is still hurting. If you have hopes of me competing by the end of the year, it's probably not going to happen. And that's straight from Max Holloway's mouth. Now, again, I want to talk about that's not necessarily a bad thing, because there's so many moving parts right now in the lightweight division. We have Arman Tsarukyan that could be up for a title shot. We have Justin Gaethje that could be up for a title shot. Now we look at Ilia Topuria. He fights one of those guys and wins. Now we have this incredible matchup for early next year when we have Ilia Topuria taking on Max Holloway at lightweight. Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway too. Now, how do I think the matchup is going to go? Unfortunately, I think the matchup is going to go very similar to the first one did. I'm a huge Max Holloway fan, but he's getting later in his career. And, prior to his last 3 fights, Max Holloway's never been dropped. But he got dropped against Justin Gaethje. He came out and admitted he got dropped. That's the first time he ever been dropped. The very next fight, he got knocked out by Ilia Topuria, and then Dustin Poirier also dropped him. So I'm worried that Max Holloway might be getting a little chinny. And right now, Ilia Topuria is coming into his own. He looks incredible. He's knocking everybody out. He is the legend killer. Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira, back to back to back. If he goes against Justin Gaethje, I see it having a similar outcome, because Justin's going to probably stand in the pocket. But, man, what a firefight all this will be. And not to mention, Ilia's probably going to have to get by Arman Tsarukyan to get to Max Holloway. So, guys, I know at initial thought, we're bummed about the injury. We're bummed for Max Holloway, but this might be a good thing. This might be a great thing, actually. This might be a chance for Max Holloway to give his brain a rest. Like I said, he's been dropped in his last 3 fights, whether he wins or loses. And he's going to give his brain a rest. He's going to give his body a rest. And maybe early next year, he can put it all together. And what a storybook ending, going from getting knocked out to winning the lightweight title over the foe that knocked him out. So, guys, let's not be too depressed. Tell me in the comments what you think. It was a right hand injury. He came out and said it against Dustin Poirier. Guys, let's not get too down on this. Let's look forward to who Ilia Topuria is fighting next. Check out my other video. I have Ilia Topuria versus either Justin Gaethje or Arman Tsarukyan, guys. Talk about it in the comments and tell me what you think.